Okay, we just established what this area was right here and sort of where this hallway exists, and by doing that we've completed bedroom 2, at least established where that's at. So now we're up in this area here, or in this bedroom area over there. So it looks like, let's see, we did a couple of dimensions in here, so this is where our chimney area is for the fireplace that's below it. And we established, let's see, there's a wall. That wall goes up here 4'2" beyond where we had it. So let's see, we did that goes up to there. So let's go ahead and extend to here, this one and this one. And although this is going to go offset 2 inches here, that's where this one's going to go to. This one will go up to there perpendicular. This one's going to be short of it this way, so offset. We can offset 2 inches again and come down to this side here. Alright, so beyond that, over this way to the right, we don't need, so let's click trim. That is a cutting edge. Cut those 2 pieces out of there. So then that means this will come down here, and that this part will just grab the grip and come back to that one there. And this is going to become not a construction line, but the actual object line that we're looking here for the floor plan. Alright, so let's see. There's a rail right here, so that's established, and I know we didn't do that on the other part. We can fix it later if we just want to add a rail to it there. We could make it a wall that goes over there. So for right now, we're just going to leave it as a wall, which means I'm just going to draw a line right here on the end of this. And we might go back and change it. I don't know. What we'll do there, delete that. We don't need that part there. So now we've established where this wall is. How far around does it go? It comes over 3'8" to the center of this part here, and then 2'5" to that line right there. So we're going to try to establish how this goes over here. So 3'8" from there to there establishes, let's see, that's there, 3'8" establishes where that is, and that wall right there. So this one goes up beyond that. So I'm going to go ahead and click copy, and I'm going to copy this wall and this wall from, say, right there, and I'm going to move it up to right here, and click trim, use this as a cutting edge and get rid of that part of it. But then I'll click extend and right click and extend that part right there. So now that's right there. I'll go ahead and click trim and use these as cutting edges here and get rid of that part right there and that part right there. Those have to disappear. Alright, so that's 3'8". Now there's some kind of 2'6", 2'5" over to this wall. So we've got this wall in place. We have that wall in place. That's open. 2'5" over gets us this other wall here. So let's go ahead and offset 2'5" to get this part here. That seems a little shallow to me. 2'5" there. Oh, that's because there's another. So this is telling us that 2'5" is that wall right there. There's another 1'1" beyond that for that width. So this is in the wrong spot. So that's this area right here that we're gonna do right there. So let's offset 2 inches here, and we're gonna go up this way and down this way and over here and over here. Oops, no, I really messed that one up, I think. Let me undo that real quick. Okay, so I'm going to offset 2 inches, and I'll go up that way and down this way and over this way and over that way. So now, just to make this kind of simple, I'm going to go ahead and draw that in just using lines. And I'm going to just erase what I don't need, which is this one and this one and that one and that one. Okay, so we've established that part. Now, we'll go over another 1 foot 1, offset 1 foot 1 inch, and this gets us to the right width for this area here. So so we'll offset this 2 inches again. That goes this way, it goes here and here. So I'm just going to draw a line right over top of that. And the reason I'm drawing them and then erasing them is because it'll be less keystrokes than if we tried to change them and trim them and those sort of stuff. And I'm trying to get this done in a reasonable amount of time. So we've established this wall goes right there. So that wall's going to come straight out here. Right? Tells us where that wall is there. So fillet, and the radius should be set to 0. So we'll do that. Repeat the fillet and get this one. So that's that. Come up there and do that, and we're going to trim, use these as cutting edges here, and get rid of that piece. So that makes that an interesting shape right there. Let's see what's going on. So we've got a little area right in here. Tub is a 5-foot tub, 30 inches out from the wall. That wall is there, so that's 6 feet across there. Just for giggles, let's DI the distance, say from here to here. It's 5'6", which is probably okay for our purpose. So let's trim. Let's see, this wall between here and say here doesn't quite exist the way we think it does. Fillet, radius 0. Alright. Okay, so let's look here. We've already established where that's at. Looks like most of our walls are kind of in, so there's a wall here that's going to be 30 inches that comes out where that tub is going to be. So we'll offset this one 5 feet, because that's 72 inches down that way, and we'll offset 30 inches. I think I got that right. Offset 30 inches, and we'll go this way here. So that's where the tub's going to be. Fillet. That radius is 0 there. And we'll just trim that. Use that as a cutting edge. Alright, so then we'll offset this one 4 inches here. And that establishes where that wall is. Line here to here. And we can offset again and just offset 2 inches, and that way we can put in this construction line. Oops, let's go that way. We can make that our construction line there, so we can then go back and dimension easier later. Alright. Excuse me. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the construction, or freeze the construction layer, so I can look at the floor plan, see what we've got going on here. That is definitely not something that we need. You come up the stairs and you can walk in there and around there, and it looks like most of our walls are in place. The rail thing there, it's a hit or miss kind of thing. We can or can't do it. We could just leave it as a wall and it would be fine. Looks like I want to change that a little bit. So let's grab this, come back over here. We'll start trimming some of these other things. Click trim, right click, and get that out of there and that out of there. Get this one out of here. Get that one out of there. This one out of here, that out of there. Just trying to clean this all up before we get too far into this. Do it while it's kind of easy. Alright, so that looks good. We've established that floor. Now, just for giggles, let's do this. We're going to turn on the first floor to see how things line up. So, we're talking about a this is the area where the chimneys are going to come up. This is a little different, but they probably built it in so it curves in there. This is where our steps are. There's that closet right there. So looks pretty good. So things look like they're kind of lining up, one over top of the other. Now, this part looks a little off. Alright, so to see how that 6 inches there goes beyond that wall in the back there, makes you wonder if this part comes over the front here. That doesn't line up with this. It may be where things are different in here. But you know what? We're just gonna kinda let it go. That actually could be planned that way. You see how some of that doesn't line up. That's just part of the textbook issue, I think. So we're just gonna ignore it for now. We'll move on to doing the rest of these things. All right. What would be the next step? So the next step, I think, would be go ahead and put in windows and doors. So I think I'll save that and do that maybe in the next video.